Private equity was really deep into the fire industry, has been now for, oh gosh, maybe a year or so. And I was getting a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, and I felt like I didn't know what I was doing since this was the first time I was taking these phone calls, and I didn't know if I was asking the right questions, and I didn't know if these private equity groups were just telling me things that I wanted to hear to get their foot in the door. And about a week later, my wife and I were meeting with our financial planner. I had told them that I said, I'm talking to 11 different private equity groups. I said, I don't know if I'm asking the right questions. I don't know what I should be doing with these. I feel like I'm swimming here. And my financial planner, one of them says, well, have you ever worked with an investment banker? He said, well, there's a group called Bridgepoint, and they're fantastic. From the first moment that we met Brian and Alex Spanel and Garrett Gamez, and it felt like a giant sigh of relief. Someone who could be my advocate, who can understand what I'm going through, and can have these conversations with these groups and be able to relay what they're saying, the messaging, and make it easy for my wife and I to understand, what they're asking, what the process is. It was a no-brainer after talking to Brian that this is the route we want to go. One of our goals was to make sure that we didn't leave money on the table, and Brian made it very clear that if Bridgepoint doesn't get us the best deal or the deal that we feel comfortable with, walk away and review it in another year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. Bridgepoint was going to be there for us no matter what. And that was awesome. And I never felt pressured into selling. If we felt like this was not, like it wasn't working, my experience with Bridgepoint, I would not have changed for anything. The recommendation that I have for others that are looking at this, Bridgepoint provides obviously several different options. They provide great advice. They also act as a counselor when an owner needs it. They truly understand what the owner is going through. They fully engross themselves in what general fire and safety was all about and what Stacy and myself wanted out of this, and they were very clear about it. Brian is an absolute bulldog, and he is the guy you want on your team without a doubt. And again, when I say Brian, I love Brian. I also love Alex Spanel, Gary Gamez, Matt Pluster, and Gary Grote. From that side, they were all fantastic, and it was such a process that I could not imagine doing this without Bridgepoint. And Bridgepoint, being there every step of the way was so critical in getting this done in a manner that Stacy and I are thrilled to death with. It's just been such a positive deal for us, and I can't say enough good things.